Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Scotty, and we're here for another episode of Yes for the Mess. It's actually the 71st episode of Yes for the Mess, and we're here to talk about Keri Hilson and how her career was affected after her situation with dissing Beyonce. So let's get into the mess. So today, Keri Hilson made an appearance on Claudia Jordan's talk show, and she had an in-depth conversation about her life, her career, how it's been affected, how she had to take a break from the music industry, and how she endured a lot of disrespect after a certain incident that happened with Beyonce. Now, we all know what happened back in 2009, okay? Keri Hilson came out with In a Perfect World. She was everywhere. She had the song Turning Me On with Lil Wayne. She was all over the radio. She had Knock You Down with Kanye and Neo. Like, Keri was everywhere, okay? Like, she was all over the goddamn place. And I can't say that I didn't like her, because I did. I loved me some Keri Hilson back then. Couldn't nobody tell me shit about Keri Hilson back then, okay? She was about to be my new Monica, okay? Straight up, for real, for real. But then something happened when she came out with a remix to Turning Me On, and it was called Turn Off, and it was basically her firing shots at Beyonce and also allegedly Ciara as well. Now, she spoke candidly with Claudia Jordan about the situation, and I would include a clip of this, but I don't want another copyright claim, because when I included a clip last week in regards to Claudia's show, I got a copyright claim from Fox Soul, so I don't want another one. So I'm probably just going to sit here and let y'all hear what she had to say. That may be the safest choice for me, so just give me a second.
Sorry, I disagreed strongly with being that type of player. I'm a finesse player. I know what kind of player I am in life. I'm a fundamental player. You know, I'm going to kill you on the court with my skills, and it's not even a competition. I don't mean kill you like that. Like, it's not. No one could ever compare to Beyonce. Let's just say the name that we're discussing. No one could compare. No one will. For a very, very, very long time, and that was never my aim either. However,
it was framed that way.
It was absolutely framed that way. It was written that way. Was not my lyrics. Was not my writing.
But you had to pay the penalty.
Was not my doing, but I had to pay the penalty, and then I'm caught. Like, do I tell the truth? Do I expose them early in my career? I'm super young, super new. This is my first album. I'm so excited. It just soiled my whole dream.
That was some of Keri Hilson basically putting it out there that she was basically told by her record label or people that was around her to diss Beyonce and to come for Beyonce. And honestly, listen, I'm not going to sit up here and discount her story, because there are people out there that really want Beyonce to go away. You know what I mean? There are people out there that would do whatever they can to try to minimize somebody just because they want them to disappear so their act can shine and their star can shine. So that does happen. So I'm not going to say that that didn't happen in her regard. And on top of that, I really do feel like people really did a lot when it came down to Keri Hilson and Beyonce. I mean, but then again, we talk about the Beehive. And the Beehive do not play. They just like the Barbs. Like, if you don't fuck with Beyonce and if you don't fuck with Nicki, they coming for your ass. I'll even put Brandy's stars into that market, to be quite honest. Like, if you say you team Monica, they will come for your ass. Like, I just had somebody comment on my Instagram page just the other day when I posted a video of me singing Why I Love You So Much, and he was obviously a Brandy fan that I wasn't following, and he just came at me trying to attack me just for saying that I was team Monica. It had nothing to do with me dissing Brandy, because I love her music too. If you follow me on Facebook, you know that Brandy was in my top 10 most listened to artists on my Apple Music. So yeah, I do, fuck with her. But, that's another topic for another day, because I done talked about Brandy and Monica enough last night with Jamar, okay? But I never just discredited Keri Hilson, and I never stopped liking her just because of the Beyonce thing. I would never do that. And I think that people have really just she's been canceled. And I believe that was really the start of the whole let's cancel this person because she said something about somebody else. And it just goes to show you how much power people have in the industry. And I hate that for her, that she had to pay the penalty for what somebody else wanted. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, even in the YouTube world, like, things like this can happen. You know, people, bigger names can be nasty people. But people like me, if we defend ourselves, we're pretty much penalized because we spoke up against someone that had the bigger following, the bigger name, the bigger page, the bigger platform. You know what I mean? Not saying that this is what happened with Keri and Beyonce, but I'm using this as a reference. You know what I'm saying? But I feel bad for Keri because I know for a long time she had to endure a lot of public scrutiny. Like, people would not let her make it after that Beyonce situation. And I always view Keri as a talented songwriter, a great singer. I have both of her albums. I think she's incredibly talented, and I feel like she could have been bigger than what she was. To be quite honest, if Maya was making, I would have loved to see Maya make Keri Hilson's kind of music. Like, she could have been like a more evolved type of Maya, in my opinion, for the 2010s, in my opinion. And we haven't heard Keri come out with no album since 2010. The last album she came out with was her second one, which was No Boys Allowed, and that's so significantly less than In a Perfect World. Although she was able to get one big hit single with Pretty Girl Rock. I love that song. Neo wrote that song, wrote the hell out that song, okay? But just listening to her story and see how she was basically pushed to go after Beyonce, one of the biggest stars in the world, and then she had to pay the penalty. She got Beyonce albums thrown at her. She was disrespected on the daily on social media. It was like everything. Like, I felt bad for her. And I know she went into a deep depression too after she left the music industry. And I can only imagine how she did that. Like, you getting attacked every goddamn day. Like, to be honest, like, I'm not on the same caliber as her, but sometimes when you are putting yourself out there in the public and you are opening up to public scrutiny and people can say whatever the hell they want to say about you, even if it's not true, it can hurt sometimes. I can honestly say that. Because when people say stuff about me that's not true, it does kind of hurt my feelings sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, most things that don't hurt my feelings, but when I know that it's not true, and there's nothing I can do to change their minds about it, it sometimes can fuck with me mentally. I ain't going to lie to you. But what y'all got to say about this? How do you feel about Keri Hilson speaking out finally about the Beyonce situation? Do you think that she was pushed to do this? Do you think that this is just a cover up? Do you think that she's just trying to look for sympathy? Or do you think that the Beehive just really did too much? And do you really want to see Keri Hilson come out with more music after basically a 10-year hiatus? She ain't had no music out in 10 years. 10 years have gone by fast. God damn. I was 21 the last time she came out with an album, and now here I am sitting on 31. That is crazy. But anyways, before I go, I want to send a very special shout out to Storm Monroe. He shouted out me in the Giving You the Real Tea, Terrence. He was sent our interview with Jason Hemphill, which is the brother of Medina Islam. He talked about it briefly in his video, and he told everybody to go to Terrence's channel and watch the video. I made a post thanking him for it, and he responded in return. So special shout outs to Storm Monroe. Make sure he gets this right here. Yeah, shout out, because I am a huge fan of Storm Monroe. Love Storm Monroe. So shout out to Storm Monroe. With that being said, you guys, I would if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at Scotty_by_nature, and be sure to follow me on Twitter at ScottyByNature1. With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here until my next video. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.